Hi everybody, it's Joni Young here. Welcome back for another painting tutorial in acrylics. Today I'm going to be working on black primed canvas. This is an 11 by 14 and I have the following colors here: turquoise blue, hooker's green hue permanent, and I'm also going to be using some Mars black and some titanium white. So I thought I'd start this painting with my 30 filbert brush, and I'm going to start with some white. And I'm going to add it here in the middle. I'm going to place the end of my brush on the canvas, and then I'm just going to go around and around. Gradually making this circle bigger and bigger. And then I'm going to go back in, go over any spots I may have missed. Okay, the next color I'm going to take, or colors, I'm going to take a combination of green and blue. And I'm going to go over where I left off with the white. And then I'm going to gradually start to bring it in over top of part of that white. Okay, I'm going to go in and take some more now, a little bit of white with it. A little bit of water, a bit more white, both of those colors. And gradually have it start to fade. Allow that fading away into our dark black canvas. Okay, then I'm going to take a little bit more of each color, and I'm going to pull up a few simple brush strokes, kind of up and down. You can have them angled a little bit. I'll have a few little ones there. And then I'm going to come down here, use a little bit more of the blue, add a little bit of white to both those colors. Gently pull and sweep off, add a little line, bring that over to the left, then pull back, and we'll just drop right down. And I'm just going to take my finger here and go over the center with a little bit more white. And brighten that up. Now I'm going to add some trees back here with my number 8 filbert brush. And I'm going to start with a little bit of black, blue, and green. Just mix those colors up there. A simple line and a little tap. I'll take a little bit more blue and green, change the color up just slightly. And then we'll have another one here. Maybe this comes up a little higher. And we'll have one in here. And I'm going to just Lightly push and tap a few areas for some bushes and maybe some rocks. For some rocks, you can just gently push and glide over using the side of your brush. And we'll continue painting some more trees. I'm gonna just get a little bit more blue and green on my brush here. Make the tree trunk a little bit thicker. Okay, with a clean brush, I'm going to take a little bit of blue, white, and green. Just on the end of my brush here, and I'm going to add a little highlight. Maybe another little trickling waterfall there. As the paint starts to dry, it becomes a little bit darker. So I just go over with another little highlight here of white over the top of the waterfall, especially here where the moonlight would be hitting that. It'd be just a little bit brighter. And then I'll add a little bit to these trees here. I want some of them to be in silhouette though. I like how we've got some light and shadow going on, so I don't want to cover them all up. Just adding a little bit of a highlight there over these rocks. It could be moss hanging, grass, maybe just light. And I'm going to come back in with my large filbert brush, and I'm going to take my black. I'm going to add a big tree right here. Pull it a little thicker down on the bottom. And I'm going to take green, black, and blue. And I'm going to start coming in and adding some branches, just tapping and turning my brush. And then I'm just gonna sweep across here. I'm gonna rinse this brush out. I'll go back over to my liner brush now and load it up with a little bit of that green, blue, and black. And I'm just gonna add a few little branches here. Add a little bit more black right under this branch. Thinning my paint out with some water. That way I can really create these little delicate thin branches, because if you have to push too hard, you're going to be left with thicker lines. So the way to avoid pushing and making blobs is by using a little bit of water to thin your paint out. Okay, back over to my smaller filbert brush. I'm going to take some blue, a little bit of white, maybe a little bit of green in there. And I'm just gonna, let's take a little bit more paint. Add a few little stepping stones. I'll take some black and some green and add that. I'm just going to add a little bit off the side here, straight up and down, and then bring that up, tap, 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 almost creating lots of little lines. Take a little bit of white with that white with a blue, and I'm going to add thinner lines and apply them higher up. Add a few more lines. And then a little railing. It's going to curve. So again, a curve and then lines coming down. And we'll bring those lines down so it looks like we're going up and then the bridge goes down. And it doesn't have to be perfect to be pretty, so just mixing up a little bit more blue, green, and white here. So don't worry about trying to make everything super perfect, because it's art for one, and it's just about adding enough so that you get an idea of a little, it was going to be stepping stones, but now I want it to look more like a little bridge that takes us over creates a little mystery and fun in this painting. I'm just going to add a little bit of light, a little bit of blue, green, and white. Just to a few of these branches here. And then a little bit more white, making that blue and green lighter and lighter. So just moving around, adding more and more white. Pretty much of a dry brush here. And then I'm just gonna faintly go around. Just to soften that a little bit. Then I'm going to come in with that same color and add a little bit of light to that tree, just to some of the branches. Picking up a little bit of water, a bit more white. And I'm just going to catch the edge of this waterfall here. Soften. Add a little bit of a glow in the water from the moon. I'm going to take some straight white and just brighten that up a little bit more, define the shape a little bit more. And I'm going to take my toothbrush here, get it a little bit wet, and I'm going to spray some stars using some white paint. So a little bit of water on the toothbrush and white. If you get a little bit of blue in there like I did, that's fine too. And then we're just going to spray. Oh, that's cool. I actually didn't mean for it to do that. Kind of looks like a meteor shower. I'm going to soften a little bit of that up. I don't mind it, but I want to have a little bit of it softened up. So I'm just going to take my damp, just a little bit damp filbert brush from washing it out. I'm just going to soften, and maybe we're going to have some clouds in here. Looks sort of ethereal. Okay, I really like how this turned out. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys all soon in another video. Bye!